So, I'm making a first number of series of blogs because I'm really bored. So, as you probably have heard, the White Stripes have decided to end their 13-year career as the weirdest band who's not called Radiohead. I am extremely sad and angered by this decision because I know that Jack White is a crazy motherfucker, but he couldn't have given us a reunion tour. Not a reunion tour, a farewell tour. I mean, Megadeth did that, and even they came back. I don't really see a reason as to why they had to break up. I mean, well, let's take Megadeth again. Doctor said that he would never be able to move his hand again. He was playing guitar and he released one of the best metal records of the 21st century so far. I'm talking about Endgame, of course. I'm not talking about System of a Down. I didn't like that album. Oh, it was alright, I guess. Had Chris Paul on it, yeah. After 20 years, it's just not that good. Well, got a wrench, that's pretty cool. But I don't see why they had to end their career. Jack said it was to keep the magic, the band, which I guess means if you keep your band on a long hiatus, you want to have a tainted career, obviously. However, you could have made another album, right? I mean, maybe they just had nothing left to write, which is why I'm not going to buy Rome by Jack White and Nora Jones, and that's my other problem with this breakup thing. It's very convenient that at the same time Jack White is recruited for yet another band, that he decides, I gotta kind of break up the White Stripes. How convenient. Two can be related, could they? And I personally hate Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse you probably know Danger Mouse. He produced Attack and Release for the Black Keys, my favorite band. He tried to ruin Black Keys, make them electronica, and I did not like Attack and Release at all. And do you know what the Black Keys did when they were confronted by Danger Mouse? Fired them, and they released two solo albums. I'm talking about Drummer, and I'm talking about Dan's album, and then they released Brothers, which, in my opinion, in my countdown list of the best albums since post OK Computer albums, that's number 4, I think, or 3. I don't know. I think I took American Idiot off the list, but yeah. Do you know what? And now they have multiple Grammy Awards, which I think is they totally deserve that. But you know what Jack White did when he was confronted by Danger Mouse? He destroyed his band, which was one of the best-selling bands of the last 20 years, even. And they will be missed. I can say that much, and I personally am very angry at Jack White right now. I actually just threw out my copy of Die Stiefel, their second album, whatever it's called. I threw it out. I couldn't take it. Good album, though. I can't take any memory of Jack White right now. In other news, this is, I still think I call it music news. Right? Red Hot Chili Peppers have announced their new album should be coming out in June, although there are rumors that possibly there's an album coming out, there's a single coming out in March, which is very Red Hot Chili Peppers to release a single way earlier than the release date of the album. And also, in news, Van Halen very recently went into the studio with David Lee Roth. Yeah. And we can if we have an album out by, December, we can pretend Van Halen 3 never happened. I can just walk down the street and say, Gary Cherone he was only in Extreme. He was never in Van Halen. But Sammy Hagar obviously quit a while back, and he's in Chickenfoot. Good band, not the best, but it's a good band. I like some of their songs. In fact, I use Avenida Revolution, Viva la Revolution, in my most recent video about the Egyptian Revolution, which is what I want to get into next. It is the 8th day of protesting, I think, and yesterday was the March of Millions. 250,000 marched. That's not a million. That's a quarter of a million. You get fact straight, rebels. That's why Mubarak is still president. And yes, Mubarak has drained the entire government. He and his son are the only people who remain in the government that were there a week ago. And he's just trying to say, as Philip DeFranco said, it's not my fault, it's the stick of meeting the fault. And I'm trying to say, he's trying to say, yeah, it's totally not my problem. But I am kind of afraid of what's going to happen after the Egyptian revolution, because if the Muslim Brotherhood takes over, which is very likely, no Camp David treaty anymore. That will be gone. I'm pretty sure, 100% sure, if the Muslim Brotherhood takes over, no Camp David treaty, and you really shouldn't. It's very bad for me. All right. Well, I'm going to keep talking. I have 10 minutes, and this is going to be a quick video. If you're concerned about me, probably not. But if you are concerned about my video making, I have a couple of sketches planned, which have me in several shirts because I don't have actual people to make videos with me. Me and my band starting to get together, meaning I fired my singer. Yeah, it turns out he was only 12 years old. My bassist, I haven't been able to contact him in a while. I'm starting to do guitar lessons again because I had to quit. Guitar I was caught up with a lot of things back in September where I had a lot of problems. Just trying to get out of that now. What else am I trying to get into? I really like, maybe because it's 11:30 at night, but I just felt like doing a video about the White Stripes. I'm very mad about that. I'm not going to buy Room when it comes out, by the way. That's the title of Jack White's new project with fucking Danger Mouse. However, you can cite me on this. Tighten Up, which was produced by Danger Mouse, but without a doubt the best song in 2010, possibly the best song the Black Keys have, and I have their entire discography. And you want to say, well, I believe your touch, or I'll be your man, girl is on my mind, is it? And I come back with the fuck you. It's Tighten Up. And congratulations for the Black Keys, the only rock duo now. Goodbye, Jack White, and your dignity. Here's something I want to get into. I didn't get into this before. I'm going back to the music news now. Artists to look out for. The British pop, hip-hop, crap music singer Jessie J released her second single this week. I think it's second. The first one was just a promotional album. Not uber successful. It has a couple of 100,000 views. That's more than me, obviously, who's going to have 30 views. But apparently, she is a huge success in Britain, topping the iTunes charts at #1 with her new single, which I think is not called Do It Like a Dude, because that's the first one. But for the record, she is unknown outside of the United Kingdom area, and she has not even charted the top 25 in America. And if you're a pop artist, that's actually very easy to do. Instead, we have this, oh my god, I don't know what his name is, Wiz Khalifa? Because Khalifa, I know, is Caliph, which is a Muslim leader in the name of Muhammad, and Wiz means wizard. Something extremely ghetto, alright? So, I'm not saying, she's going to be the new Kesha, because what I think is that she's going to have a humongous single to get recognized in the United States, because nobody knows her here in the States, but she's pretty big in Britain. But she's not that talented of a person, so I can just assume that she's just like Nicki Minaj, the record producer's having to make money. She doesn't know it. So that's all that was important to me today. I'm not that person. That's not all that was important to me today, but I can't say it in 10 minutes because I keep stammering as a normal teenage American. Oh, one more thing. If you haven't heard this already, you're an idiot. Because since I live 3 miles from New Jersey and I live in the center of Guidopolis, Staten Island, I heard about this pretty much as soon as it came out. Jersey Shore season 4, Italy. I don't even watch Jersey Shore, but I'm going to watch every second of that. Alright, stay tuned.